And convinced this morning from UCB Canada, changing lives for good. 11 now past 8 on this Friday morning with Al and Lisa and Pastor Jack Kerkhof joining us in studio. Pastor Jack is of Neighbourlink. He also is the senior pastor at the First CRC up on Tweedsmuir here in Chatham. And he's here this morning to talk about this ministry and the work it does across the chatham-kent community. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Al and Lisa. Good to be with you again.
Why don't you begin by telling us what Neighbourlink is and how far-reaching it is and what its mandate is.
Yes, thanks. Neighbourlink is an organization that is serving the area of Chatham-Kent. It is represented through 27 member churches, and these are also supporting churches that help us meet needs of people who are likely the ones that are going to fall through the cracks, that have special needs. Sometimes those needs involve driving a person from place to place, furniture, hospital visits, those kinds of things. And sometimes the needs will extend to helping people who have homes that are in disrepair and need some help. And one example recently that we spoke about a week or so ago was one that we did for a lady here in Chatham and was not able to get out, and so a wheelchair ramp was built and other repairs were done to her home. So we do a number of those kinds of things through our volunteers, and churches help us prepare for that and also assist in getting them off the ground.
Now, can individuals get involved as supporters, or do they do that through their churches?
Normally they do that through their churches. The backyard mission is a separate entity, of course, but a number of people from non-supporting churches helped us with that as well. But generally people that are involved in the community one way or another that are a member of a supporting church are the ones that would know about Neighbourlink and through their churches would be invited to participate.
Now, you mentioned volunteers, and I think Lisa wants to pick up on that.
Right. Well, so what kind of duties would you have for the volunteers to do? Like if maybe somebody's retired, they used to be in construction or something like that, what sort of things are you looking for and what sort of things would they be doing?
Well, just that. I think someone who was in construction would be a great asset to know we can call on in case there are people that do have facilities that need repair. A lot of our volunteers are involved in driving and bringing people from place to place. I know that we have volunteers that drive to Windsor on a regular basis, but also people that just need a ride to the hospital or to the dental office and those kinds of things. So those are the primary types of volunteers that we're looking for.
Okay, great. And I just want to clarify, so you cover all of Chatham-Kent area, so if you're in Wheatley, if you're in Highgate, they can give you a call and you'll be able to help them out. And even if they're not exactly sure that your organization would help them, you would be able to direct them to the correct place. Is
Absolutely,
that right?
That's right.
Okay, and you have a bunch of wonderful events coming up. Can you tell us about them?
Yeah, on the 22nd of September, we're having a pig roast, and that's at St. Paul's Church on Park. And we have limited seating, of course, but we hope to have about 250 people. One of the unique things about the pig roast as a fundraiser is that we also have a pie option, and we're hoping that some of our parliamentarians at both federal and provincial level will be there, and others that will participate, people from the city. And interestingly, this year we're having James McNeil, who has volunteered to do his part of his stand-up comic routine, is going to entertain us, and we're really thankful for that. James, as most people know, is director at Bowman Funeral Home, and recently had some rave reviews about the stand-up comedy he did in town, so we're thankful for that. A couple of other things, we're having our annual general meeting later in October. On December the 1st, we're having a Christmas concert also at St. Paul's Church. We're thankful for that. We have some great people that we're trying to line up for that concert. And then on the 23rd of February, we're having our 3rd annual Murder Mystery Dinner Theater. And for all of these events, you can contact the office. I'm sure you have the information that if people want tickets or want to attend, that more information will be forthcoming.
Great. Well, it sounds like you've got a lot of good things going on, and I've heard James McNeil, he's very funny.
Well, the pig roast sounds like a great time. I think a great time is going to be had by all, right. Except for the pig, of course.
Yes. Right, yeah.
Now, take a second to talk about something called Wraparound.
Yeah, Wraparound is a program that is a World Vision ministry and that is sponsored by an organization, for us at least, called Shalem. Shalem is a mental health care facility agency that works out of Hamilton. And they sponsored the Wraparound program here through World Vision. And we've teamed up with them, and Pastor Andrew Hawkins, who was a pastor at St. Paul's, has been hired to lead us in the Wraparound ministry. Wraparound is primarily an organization that meets people one-on-one with volunteers that will serve as links between someone who has a particular need, and we bring in a team. First we assess, of course, the need, and then we bring in a team and work with this person maybe up to a year in providing counseling, and sometimes it's just an immediate situation that demands radical action, and sometimes taking someone out of an abusive situation. But mostly it's trying to help people get their feet back on the ground, and providing some kind of counsel how they can manage financially, or just maybe a young mom with young kids that has a hard time pulling all things together. So it's that kind of counseling that we're providing, and that's of course free of charge. There's no charge to that, and we're grateful for Andrew being part of the team.
All right. Well, Neighbourlink sounds like a fine ministry, especially for all the local work that it does. Local, I really like that part of it. All right, so some contact information. You don't really have a website, but you are on Facebook.
Correct.
All right, and you can contact them at facebook.com/Neighbourlink CK. Again, Neighbourlink CK on Facebook, or you can phone them directly. They have a phone, 519-352-5647. That's 352-5647. Pastor Jack, thank you very much for coming in today.
Thank you for having us.
UCB Canada, 89.3 in Chatham-Kent.